really simple. Dota doesn't.
I have a pretty good
I think so.
So I do think Lycan last pick is pretty cool. It's nice with Ember. You have like this minus armor with a lot of right click, and the tempo is cool hide there as well. But I have to agree with Liquid, we're one step ahead. Their draft looks pretty bonkers. Like if
I like it.
I would take their draft every time.
All right, well, Liquid seems to be where our cast is their favor, as it is fogged and lurk.
God, I can't wait. Awesome. Got a rematch from TI Fog, but
do.
little things. You had a lot to say about God of it. What is forward to?
Speed, right? It looks like both teams are looking to play very fast. Not really cooldown reliant for the most part. I haven't seen too much of the hero, if any, so I'm looking forward to see what it's going to do, how much it's going to be able to set tempo, because it does feel like at some point they will be out having to play faster on Secret, because Liquid's draft, the scaling on Morphling looks like a pretty damn good Morph game, so yeah, let's see.
Hot on the line.
Nisha is just a solo pressuring monster, always knows where to be at the right time.
Actually hit the
Go ahead, just try to kill me.
I don't consider myself the best player. I just like winning. I just like winning.
30 seconds.
I just like winning.
What drum sounds this beat of war?
Excellent idea.
My favorite, medium rare.
Nice. Yeah.
hell of a good.
Yep, very confident hero, plays it a ton, and yeah, he's already spamming the side J in the mid lane, of course, so we're going to have to be looking at those on the floor all the time. Puppy.
First blood!
First blood? What is this? I came
So
here
even
to be
tried to use his
tested.
wolf to tank some of those battery assaults, but no.
So, resolution, the last pick of the Lycan. Falling off a little. They saw last pick.
I think it's just like this pressure. It does have this cool way also of like how active damage reduction, more really high base damage about that. So maybe it's something along that. I'm not too sure. To be honest though, I think they're looking at the supports and they're like, it is a good Lycan game in that front, that they can deal with summons and everything. But besides that and besides pace, I'm not.
Puppy, Foxy.
That was a burn.
The mid is definitely
Yes.
so we want to eyes on.
That's going to be the big one to look at. Boom is on his best hero, in my opinion. This and his Storm are fantastic, so let's see how he's going to do pressure, because you know that Bat will be super oppressive.
In that mid lane. Decide to switch.
It's cool how they set up all three lanes in a way where they see the Razor opening, and all three of these cores are actually quite good versus Razor throughout all stages of the game. The Nature's Prophet in laning phase, maybe later on, of course, you know, you can stick on top of Nature's Prophet, but he can itemize Bat Rider and Morphling natural counters for that Razors. So they did set themselves up just to really make Christmas have kind of
Trying to dump him down early if they can, and well, the other hero, Zayat's getting eaten by a tree as a tree. This was his first hero that he really rose up the ranks with, playing that tree protection time, playing together with bot lane.
Dyer's courier has been killed.
yeah, Tree and techies, right? He was the specialist for a long time with no one even
Niche with the move didn't even need the flame break.
Nope, and he actually has both water runes available. So that is brutal, the timing for him to get this kill.
All right, well, that's why you get him.
Yeah, that's why you get him, and you know, the panel had said it multiple times as well too, the question mark of that Ember versus the Bat Rider pick. Nisha already takes advantage, level 4, double fills up his bottle. It's gonna be a slow start for Boom, having to get this early on, not gonna bottle too early. Need to get the boots for his Bat.
Not where they wanted that one to start. for the side of Team Secret as Zayat's going to get pulled back in, but has the tree armor. The body blocks are there from Zai. And back, and yeah, they just keep punching away at him. Here on the bottom lane.
Absolutely free farming also. BO3 doing an excellent job versus Puppey. Mickey just able to stand his ground versus this Lycan. Good start for Liquid.
Across all 3 of their lanes.
Denied.
7 denies on that morph. Game is not looking that close here early on. Of course, things can change. And I mean, is there a level change? They start to get easier, or is it going to come down to rotation?
I think it's all about those rotations. I think Liquid lanes look really. They also have some of these heroes that are just innate counter picks, like the tree, like the Clockwork in particular versus the tree and Bane. I know Synderen had mentioned it. It's one of the best, one of these best melee heroes because you can actually trade with tree throughout any stages of the game. Just staring at mid, you know, Nisha, he's got a full level advantage already versus playing the bully game denies too. He's making sure that he try.
It's one of the things too that's so interesting, right? Like when we've been watching games in these other regions, what have you, as boom, that's just TP out. Yeah, there's no way to get away from that one otherwise. Don't die now.
Yeah, I was about to say, but now it's, the water runes are up again. Nisha's going to be able to double fill, and he's even looking to keep pressuring.
I guess Boom feels like he can't really stop that. Well, he is going to be able to maybe get the one bottom. A wave pushing it in, and then a little bit of a reprieve.
He might get chased. He might have to like run completely away.
Dude.
Nisha's zoning him out of the lane. That he's gonna try to go for that. He's gonna get the bounty, but as we say, he doesn't have bottle. You know, he had to go boots. Oh, just kidding. It's killed by a little guy there.
Oh, that hurts. Dude, they are putting so much emphasis on just destroying Boom right now.
On destroying lanes in particular, right? All 3 lanes looking really damn good for Liquid. And as you know, because they have these 3 good lane setups, it makes it a lot harder for them to actually move with support, to check roots, and help out Boom, to help out for Ember Spirit. Liquid right now, 2K lead, 3-5 minutes.
Left completely on an island, and well, now they get another Liquid coming out of the gate swinging. Just looking so strong right now, and doesn't really have to it. He's down here bottom, 21-5. This hero that often loves to get off to a hot start and struggling a bit.
Yeah, playing versus those heroes can always be a little bit harder for Razor, and he's playing versus Treants, and he's playing versus Rubik, who's getting the here.
Body blocked with the tree pulled back in. Fade there, the punches, they move it, and the arm just barely be able to keep him alive.
That was close.
This just looks like another tier of gameplay right now coming out from Liquid. Flirting between that 1 and 2K gold lead right now.
The last 37 on Morphling. He's getting free farm. He's getting the wolves as well situation.
Hasn't had another CS in the last 2-3 minutes or so.
Boy,
as well, BO3 gonna chase down Puppey here, throw some hits around. So Bane definitely more capable of dealing with the pressure from the clock.
But he's pushing him out, and now they're securing the power rune again. Nisha got last at the ready
and moves in, looking for another solo kill here mid. Boom, will he be able to survive through this one? Needs one more hit, but there's the Nightmare. With the tree armor, that will be enough to keep that Ember alive.
Secure the rune though, and they know now at this point also that they can start. They're actually the ones that can start moving the supports out of those side lanes, because their side lanes can't actually really be punished too much. The Furia can, Nature's Prophet could get punished for some rotations, but
boom, they pull him back in, they bring him down. Another kill here.
This is really rough, Gabe. I gotta be real here. It's already on last pick, morphing into pretty much like almost no disables. He's playing into the gets down really quickly. He's out. He'll be all right. Oh yeah, it's a Morphling versus Razor and Ember. So when he's in the fights, like let's say once everything starts kicking up to, he's just gonna be turning into him as well. This is brutal.
This is a heck of a beatdown is what we're seeing right now. And again, you sort of think about the context of this sole matchup. Secret was the one that TI a chance for a grand finals, looking for a little bit of retribution here. The Liquid squad came to play.
Look at bottom. They're already setting up against the Razor.
And able to throw that. Is there BO3 chase? Couple more hits. That's all they need. The tree armor is very good. And BO3 can trade over the aggro in time. Won't be able to. Zayat picks up that kill, but the big one is another core dropping for Secret.
And they're forcing reactions bottom. So again, I mean, they probably can't even pressure the Morphling Mickey anyway, but Liquid continue just doing every right move. This is I mean, it looks small of a lead, but it's a pretty massive lead with the way that their lineups work versus each other. Secrets is the lineup that wants to have the early lead versus this type of draft versus the Northling. Excellent start. Maybe they get Zaire.
Yeah, doesn't have TP for another couple of seconds here. Puppy moves in too, and actually is the one that's taking that kill. So Zai goes down, a much needed reprieve for Secret.
Yeah. Probably wanted Crystal.
Yeah,
at least he dies. You know, you don't want to miss that kill.
Puppy wants the kill, he's taking the kill.
That is true. Fair enough.
2 to 5, and yeah, it's again like you're talking about more the dynamic of this Morphling having a complete and total free farm type of game. Do this on this hero multiple times,
and it's relative to the the other cores like I was mentioning before. What he's playing against, the Ember and the Razor, you're always gonna have a pretty good matchup as those two. Boom does at least get the bottle. He does get the illusion room, so we'll have some way to bail himself out at least for sure, unless he just gets
that potentially there. Although the kills seem to come in. Rezo jumped on, has the wolves nearby to try and take up some of that, but it's not going to quite be enough as he gets ran down and killed. Okay, turns his sights over towards mid too, and could have killed off that Ember if he wouldn't jump away.
Travel already finished up for nation out, and looking to even go for Boom. Saying it was making quite. So yeah, all 3 lanes looking dominant. Support's having an excellent start on Liquid. Secret gonna have to start probably just double moving the supports around to try to get some type of counter ganks here. Still not easy. At the same time too, in the back of their heads, it's always gonna be Mickey is free farming, and how the hell do we actually slow the
Never refuse.
Yeah, it feels like killing him is going to be a really hard task, but maybe around this Helm of the Dominator that Lycan is finishing off here in just a little bit, they can try and pressure the towers. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but it feels like that's sort of the next big strength that they kind of have coming their direction.
Yeah, playing around Rezo is probably going to have to just be the thing that Nisha with the bots is always going to be able to be there this early. Puppy.
True.
Way. Actually,
dude, this is
aggressive. Okay, bit deep.
Under tier 2 tower, they force a TP from the tree. I think they're going to be able to stop this from happening. Yeah, they just walk away on the rest of Liquid. It's a GG for Boom, but immediately bringing him down. The Cogs push back, tries to run the through and get away. Oh, Nature, it's enough with the Foxy hit to get the kill, but can they bring down Nietzsche? Trying to punch him, Zaya right on top, getting good hits, but with the stick charges, it was never going to be enough.
Look at they're feeling themselves too. They want people to buy their support pack. Look at that spam of their own voices, and they get the Dominator creep too.
Yo,
hitting on all cylinders.
They're killing it. Secret, I mean, it's a struggle right now. There's no two ways about it. This has not gone the way that they wanted it to.
No, and Isha actually has, okay, it's just a single agent. I thought it was a double stack, so he's even got something to go off. That's down now. That big hit from the Wrath of Nature, I think that caught Bloom off guard.
Should look to their bottom tower.
1,000 gold with Morphling solo tier 1 tower up there as Foxy still just playing a bit of bully here. Now, he is caught a little bit in no man's land. With Boom moving in, maybe they can find themselves a kill. In fact, they will take that one. Resolution, it's the last touch.
At least it's a kill. He has a DD on Ember. This might be the moment where he might just have to, like, YOLO for one of the cores in an attempt, but not going to be the case. That DD will be wearing out, and now pressure is going to come down on bottom side. He's going to start getting the push, and seeing the items already start getting queued. So looking to counteract that Ember, they do have a bit of limited catch in a way on the side of Liquid. This Orchid will make every other spell easier to get on top of.
That's obviously one good thing that you can also do with this tree is defend these towers. Yep. Like you're saying, there is the potential for Zai to go in with the Orchid kill on him when he's doing that, but at least they have some tools here, it feels like, on Secret to try and keep their towers alive.
Yeah, it's only the level 1 living armor though, so did put 3 in Leech Seed for trying to fight a little bit more. Be a bit of a slow heal on that tower.
As Nietzsche farms out that direction, and Boom finds another power room regen this time for him.
Righty.
Zai a little ways away from that Orchid. It still feels somewhat comfortable just sitting pretty on their lead.
Can definitely look to make aggressive moves now. Assa's back ready. They have Wrath of Nature, so go for some Secret. I feel like it's so hard for them to make it unless they just have straight number advantage, but even then, they are quite behind already versus these strong cores. Yeah, strong early game cores it is. This type of lead.
Samia also has Sleight, so he spots Zayat's there. That's a pretty easy jump, and in fact, they spot the ward. See him, hook shot in. That tree is not going to be living that long.
Idea.
Heads up play, and Liquid, they bring numbers to secure this tower.
You can do the sightless lift thing too, so Boom have to be careful. They actually get on him.
And then immediately, the connection's there. He thought he was safe. He was... No, he died!
He burns out.
Oh, it hurts. I mean, popped regen.
And oh, now Puppy also gets surrounded.
You see anybody on the lane, you are immediately going to get jumped on here. It doesn't even have the Orchid yet, but Zai and Mickey just pair together, get the kill after the tower, and immediately mid.
Maybe they can get something. Can they get a good route?
Big. The Cogs laid out perfectly. He pushes himself to the other side of the Cogs. The route's still going to be there, so they get the kill on the MP, and that is something Secret needed. They can't afford to give up that mid tower.
No. Expensive hold though. That is both the Lycan ult as well as the tree ult to kind of defend that there. So could see we just go right back with that Nature's Prophet. Just never really hesitate to go for the pressure. Yeah, Liquid, as you said, hitting on all cylinders. He's still keeping the slight. It's going to be wearing off soon, but it's actually one of the cool. I love when people do this. Slight lift.
Yeah. So one thing that I'm kind of curious about from you is we see the 6K gold lead, and there's times where drafts will kind of stall out. They won't be able to, you know, take down the tier 2 tower, shoot down the masses. We see another pick up here. Zaya's dead. Do you see that being a problem for Liquid's lineup, or do they have what it takes to just keep the snowball going?
They can keep that pace going. They have the vision from Clockwork constantly to eyes in the tree line, and they have the Nature's Prophet who naturally pushes, and Morphling who usually doesn't have this type of an amazing early start, so usually he gets a little bit slower to join in. He can actually join for the pushes. He has Manta pretty much done. So yeah, they can keep this pace up.
Right, Chains, Puppy, Nightmare on the Boxy. They have the hoof stomp ready. Next on to the Clockwork, trying to bring him down. Dude, it's so hard to kill Boxy. I don't think he lives here. Well, maybe Boxy walks away. TP's out. They have a way to kill him, yes. But it does sort of signal the times how tough that one was for him.
It's also 5 heroes to kill a Clockwork.
Yeah.
Now, he's died 3 times this game, but I think all of his deaths for me have been like, okay, it's a good death from the Clock so far. He's just making space for his cores, and they got what they kind of came for. They took all of the farm around the Ancients there for Nisha, who is about to have a BKB done already at this point in the game. So, man, he's getting close to double the net worth of the Ember.
That is a serious, serious problem. Nisha is just on another level right now. So many of these kills that they've gotten on Secret sort of been by virtue of the spell damage coming in, what have you. To watch and wait, see what Secret's solution is to this.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
I'm trying to find it as well this whole time. I'm like, okay, they have Enfeeble and stuff like that, but the Morphling already has like Manta, so you have no real counters versus him at all. And now,
okay, Puppy lives for a second, and still burning down little by little, even hookshotting. Top for Boxy says, you're not getting away with that one for free. Chrysalis has to run away, but instead they get the pullback. Resolution runs in, wants to find this kill to Boxy, gets one. Can he get another? And Senia is in his sights, the overgrowth is there. So they kill off most of the supports. Can they find anything else? Chrysalis actually lives.
Can they get Nisha? He had BKB TP if he really wants to, as Mickey is actually zoning away the tree.
Oh no. All right, everybody run. Try to get out of there. The real force have arrived. Zayat's hiding, but there is no real hiding from this. BKB, like you said, at the ready, but Nisha, he holds on. Just walk away safely.
Hello.
Right. Okay. Going for a snipe.
They're going to immediately get that D ward, I think, too. They already have the sentry on low ground. They have no vision. They have lanes got dominated. Oh, I mean, it's perfect execution from Liquid, and Secret just has no way of really getting anything big back into it. It just continues to be support kills, right? Boxy died, Insania died. They're not getting the cores. They got his eye twice earlier, but yeah, not at this point.
So we've gotten a couple of looks here at various points at this Razor build, and just has that Void Stone sitting there pretty. I wasn't sure exactly what that was. Just trying to get towards maybe a Yule or something, I'm not sure, but regardless, it's been a bit of a rough time. It feels like they've had to switch up their items because the game hasn't gone the way they did.
Yeah, he's going to be able to sit back and farm maybe a little bit more, but Liquid was playing so impressive. 9K leads. This is one of the bigger leads I've seen at 17 minutes with this type of draft, with the Morphling in their team.
Coming in.
Now, Liquid set to make another move. Big Clockwork heading out across the map. Nisha
Vision here.
Feed script could be a big play. It is there. It's about going for it. They have the feed script immediately broken. Oh no, that's not the way that's supposed to go. Zaya dead, dude. They were so ready. Oh my god.
Instant D ward on that one. The other ward as well too. It's still on the cliff, but probably gonna die in a second too. They're making every right move right now. Yeah, I saw the two smokes on the two supports up top. They smoked to beat their cores down bottom. They do it perfect time. They're almost baiting, perfectly baiting Secret to look to use that feed script.
That was, and again, you know, you look at it, it's like, oh, maybe there's a chance we can do it. It's just, nope, not gonna happen. Man.
He's just, like, you can see he's kind of toying, right? The idea, he was like holding the BKB, waiting for them to kind of go on him until his teammates arrive, and then boom, they hit.
You know, it reminds me a lot of what we've been seeing in the China region, coming out from nothing to say in a way, you know? A similar type of, like, always believing that the team's going to have his back. Let's see if they can keep up this momentum now on Liquid, and for Secret, what the solution's going to be for them, as they are, again, having to hold hands over near their not triangle. High ground there.
Just getting so outfarmed. They're having to stick together, everybody on Secret. I think the BKB is not done. This might just be a desperation play. They're just like, maybe we just try to have to run into Roche, but the Wolves to scout Nisha.
Hook shot behind.
Puppy.
Again, poor old Bane, and the TV coming in from Zai. He's kind of in no man's land, but they're going to kill Boxy first. Eyes immediately onto the MP. He's going to die here. Zayat's barely living, but Xenia ends that one now. Nisha backs away, still has the BKB ready, and it looks like they're going to have to be able to just but no jump. Ooh, that was close.
Almost gets lassoed. Still has to just continue running away. Secret tried to make an aggressive move. They got Zai at least. Zai did TP right in the middle of all, but again and again, Liquid always there with the numbers. I thought maybe that was honestly Secret. The game feels almost unfixed.
And, you know, there are some things, like you can imagine a world in which Lycan is really strong, if Razor has a pretty good game, they have damage to BK.
They clip the creep.
Oh, get out of there.
Oh, it actually's not long enough. It will die, so no Nisha. Zai there.
Oh, no! Oh, boom. He gets caught. He gets killed. That one hurts.
Interesting to point out, too, Zai went for an early shard. Play around. Extra little bit of damage and vision. I mean, great catch the tree always.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it's made for, it feels like.
Yeah.
That and a Tinker or something.
Boy, bro.
Wow. What a start to the DPC for Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the dream what you can ask for.
Think, oh, team, gotta get everybody on the same page, but put in a player like this, and yeah, 91% right now.
Feels like that. They've got a Witchblade, even Nisha's even going for the scaling build on the back of this build, but we do get to see it. Need to go for Blink Dagger. They're actually the ones going into the road. The fresh Scotty now for Big Gay.
That should help.
Ooh, I think that one's gonna go to a 99 very soon.
We're gonna need to see something desperate here, but like you said, it's already down, Aegis in hand, and we're playing some side lane Dota for Team Secret. Gotta try and just buy whatever time that they can, but the reality is that, you know, with that happening, with NP, it's, I mean, Clockwork, none of these things make it easy. If you're pushing out side lane, you might just be dead.
Yeah, and you just preface, you know, the Morphling just outscales immensely versus these cores too, so the game, it's a rough one. It's a rough one.
Movement in towards mountain. You can see Ember pushing up top. They scan right on top of him. Know that Zayat's in the area. They drop down some sentries now. Spot him there. Hello, friend. How are you? Zayat tries to hide away. Okay, it's a little bit of separation there. TP's out.
They ran out of sentries, actually. No dust either on.
Illusion.
Restricting it. Poor Secret. Look at their heat map right now. They are just trapped in the base at 22 minutes with a Lycan trap. That usually sets the whole tail of the game here. game.
Power taken up top. That's Puppy.
Oh, he just did.
Jumps immediately. Puppy gone. Mickey gets the link off now. Trying to hit over. Chrysalis does have his BKB, but they're going to back away. And, well, now the connection resolution. He's in a little bit of trouble. Zai chases forward. Wants to find a couple more hits if they can. He did kill off that Rubik, but now Chrysalis is in pretty far. Okay, doesn't feel confident chasing that much further. They're going to step back, wait for the ultis to wear out.
Another support. It just continues to be the support, really mostly from Liquid. 7 of those deaths.
And you do have to be careful at this point. Fans know there's no game that's not throwable.
This might be one of them, though. They are so comfortable. Yeah, Mickey just 7-0-2, 16 Ks. He's actually he's 2 cores put together. Phenomenal matches. Push continues. Secret just has to stay there with all 5 heroes.
Complete vision, but they can't do anything about it. Foxy's just running into 2 or 3 heroes, but he will get punished this time. Now, is there any follow-up for the rest of Liquid? Can't really go on Mickey with that Aegis in hand. So they defend their high ground at the very least for Secret.
Another one where Boxy probably says, "Space team, 6 deaths for me, all's good in the world, my cores are happy." He picked both himself. I think he could have actually maybe survived if he didn't catch. But they get the tower, so Liquid to be incredibly happy.
That Agonizon says it. Puppy gets the D ward.
That's actually pretty cool. I like that. That maybe is one of the things that you won't really expect when you're playing like Ember and Lycan. It's just gonna root all your summons as well too. That's cool. Gotten to see this.
Yeah, in a way, it's that answered scepter there on the Emperor. Yeah. He thinks, okay, I can take off the silence, then let's call out.
I actually build. I mean, the Orchid is normal, but the Shard into the Aghanim is this thing I at least haven't much recent times. Really well when you have this type of an advantage.
Brittany high ground. The Griffin immediately broken, and now they pull back out Chrysalis. He's still doing a lot of damage to Nietzsche, actually. Do they have enough to bring him down? Punches come in from Zai. He's fully controlled, dropping low, but able to live. And now Zai gets turned on by Resolution, but Mickey's shown up. The big bad Morphlane ready to chase. You get the slight chains. Might look like it, but they killed off Zai. So, Overgrowth, the chase. Foxy there, okay. Mickey still looks for more kills on Boom. He didn't have an answer for that one.
I just saw that right, by the way. His monster kill on Rezo during all of this game, as disastrous as it's been for Secret. He at least does have a monster kill, but that also means that when he dies, a lot of gold kills happen. At least he's having a pretty good game.
I just like winning.
He actually just killed the just with the wolf.
Oh my god. Dude,
I mean, that was
what
just
a
a nice
winner.
little play.
40 seconds down. Dude, he's 8-1-3 in a game where they're down 17,000 gold.
He's doing an excellent job. He's not getting caught. He's just using his summons to the maximum every single time, but it's just not enough because the other 2 cores are just... they're not in the same game, really, at all.
We'll see if he can continue to be a thorn in the side of Liquid. To be honest, when you're stomping on somebody's face, I don't know about thorn. It's not a big issue.
Yeah.
Next round of neutrals spawns. It looks like after the Aegis is down, Liquid are going to be a little bit more respectful of the potential to throw this one away. They're sort of playing a little bit more on their side of the map, though. Going for a pick-off here. Yeah, heads-up play by Boom.
I think they also recognized a little bit that the vision is really advantageous, at least for Secret, around that triangle. So now they actually picked up a gem for the Rubik, and now I think they're going to group up, look to swarm, take over that triangle area, prepare for the next set of moments here. They might even be able to push while doing this because Mika has this DD rune. Let's see what the move is.
A couple of seconds unhampered there in that mid-ball. Looks like instead, their eyes on it. Up top, Zai is waiting. It's there. They do have wards in the area which scouted him, so they did see him, yeah.
They're starting to swing over. Yeah, they actually use a smoke, so they're going to spot everything over through here.
Foxy connects on Rezo. That's a good target to get. Tries to switch over to wolf form, doesn't have a chance.
Big money.
Now Chrysalis, he's going to have to TP away, but doesn't he have enough? No! Mickey is too strong on this Morphlane.
They might call it. this is looking, I mean, it's been looking pretty impossible, but now after that, your one guy that was having a good game gives up that gold all the way to the Morphling. Time to push, I think a full Satanic now.
And unreal. I mean, again, this is one of the best starts we've seen for this team in a while, and well, they move forward, take down this tier 3 tower here with the DD still there on Mickey. They're going to force out the glyph. Still 16 seconds until that Razor's back up again.
Attack range there from Mickey, of course. Grove Ball plus Dragonlance, so he can let you hit that tower a bit lower. But they're going to back it up, go for tier 2, keep the waves pushed out. Zai goes bottom.
Top tower is under attack.
Probably look, I mean, the Roche will be spawning in about, can be spawning in about a minute, but Secret, they're just trapped. The game could just end in a fight outside here, or Liquid could play it patient. Up, he's stepping up.
This guy's crazy. Got it. He goes down. They're hoping for something there. Zai on the side. Zai is able to get the overgrowth, but it's not looking like enough damage. Fuel Scepter to try and keep Ember alive for a moment. Does he have a way to get out of there? Remnants to escape. Boom. Manage to get away. So 2 supports dead. Now Liquid, they pop BKB. They're ready to go. Another link there on the Chrysalis. The game is breaking with how good Liquid look right now. And GG is called. What a clean game 1.
Wow, that's all I can really say. They didn't really sacrifice any of their cores much. Zai a couple of times does die, but that's always been the name for Zai, right? He's always been good at that sacrificial lamb from the off lane. So he just sets up such a beautiful game, really. I don't know what else you can ask for. If you're a Liquid fan, that was kind of the perfect showing. If you're a Secret fan, I think it's a little bit back to drawing board. It looked a bit hard with